Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This fella Martinez is the latest striking talent to emerge from Argentina, and the way he likes to operate from deeper positions draws comparisons with some of the very finest from his country. More of an auxiliary striker in my view, though. Wants the ball to feet, and he's better playing off the centre forward, so he's someone to watch.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Pavard is there and he can get that clear.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that was vital. That's been cut out, well played. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not...
Haaland! And that's off target.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Haaland. A real chance if he can get through. Looks for the finish. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! He's missed, but not by that far.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Sané. Haaland. Vieira. Sané does really well to win the ball there. Pass somewhat off target. Half an hour played now. And Martinez! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's there to clear it. Gnabry, and that's aimed into the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Bastoni. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He could be in here. There's the shot! There it is!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to...
And there is the half-time whistle. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Still just a single goal between the sides. Almost an hour gone. Vieira, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo finds himself offside.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And he welcomes it in. Bastoni does really well there. He is strong. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Thuram. Now, what about a counter-attack? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Barella, nicely aimed pass. Now it's Thuram. Oh, he's found some space here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Just eases him off the ball. Aslani. Good purposeful running this. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, nicely intercepted. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. And here's Thuram. Gnabry. Stood up well to him there.
Inter have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Very much into the last knockings. And here's Nedved. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And they've got rid. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Munich, the city that many would consider with justification to be the Rummenigge! That was superb goalkeeping.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He could be in here. Messi looks to get on the end of this. Berbatov played out wide. Pirlo. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Nedved. Well timed, excellent interception. Gives it back. And it's Messi. Brilliantly cut out. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind. And now the hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
So, what can they make of this? Kostic. It's a sweet ball, that. Berbatov. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vieira cuts it out. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And the counter is on. Lyon upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Hullet. Vieira. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Messi. Vieira. Nedved. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's really well cleared. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And he's had a hit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Konate. White is always looking to play quality balls. And he can clear it away. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Now it's Haaland! And he's managed to gift it back. And it's Vieira. Now it's Kostic. It's a mighty effort!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
60,810.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Chance to shoot now! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution for Lyon. Number 23.
Corner number 2 then.
Number 25. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 21. Peeler. Coming on the field. Number 14. Johan Cruyff. Number 18.
Lyon have the chance to go the other way.
Chouameni.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Vieira calmly anticipates. Hullet. Nedved. Now the finish! He scores! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
He just absolutely speared that in.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution for Lyon. Number 22. Hullet. Number
We have
7,
got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on the field.
So we have our breakthrough.
Bellingham.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden,
Substitutions
bang.
taking place.
Well, that has not gone well. Zakaria, and he was quick to react. Chouameni, and the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Van Dijk. And he's there to clear it. And he's managed to get free.
Cruyff.
And Cruyff! And he hits the net. And that should do it. Within sight of the finish line. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Lyon could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
That's a nicely measured pass. He's picked his way through, and the flag has stayed. Luis Suarez! The whistle has gone, and it is all over. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
Quick announcement, it is now time.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. There is an expectant air here in North London, the Emirates serving the embodiment of class, sophistication for its illustrious inhabitants. Up to 60,000 here, expecting the team to meet their expectation. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Looking for the runner. Cristiano Ronaldo. Up for a header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tony Adams, now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had... climbs up big! And they're back on the ball again. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Palmer. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Adams gets over and intercepts. He's picked his way through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Lazio with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away, fiddles it through, brilliantly cut out. Nicely aimed pass. Messi. Now the finish! Goal! Lazio! And Lazio score first. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Lazio have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Adams spots it and intercepts. And here's Haaland. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cleared away. That's really well cleared. Roberto Baggio. Belletti. And that's really well manoeuvred. Baggio providing an outlet on that flank.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's half-time here. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Nedved. That's a good ball played into space. And that should be the keepers. And they win it back again. Kostic. Interesting ball. Messi. Roberto Baggio. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Ball's out. It'll be a throw-in again. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Martinez. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. And he's won on Haaland! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
And here's Haaland.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh no, this does not look good. And the shot! Goal! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Lazio are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Roberto Baggio. Platini. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's good defensive concentration.
Nedved. Oh, well played. Now it's Martinez. He has found a way through. Martinez. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Tchouaméni herring after the ball here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
And now the hit! That was superb goalkeeping!
Palmer is offering a wry smile there.
Lazio have their second corner now. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Lazio clearly now in lead preservation mode. Great chance! Oh, didn't catch it right. And that's it. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that has been cleared. White. Martinez charging forward, the ball at his feet. Martinez! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this lad, Pau Kubarsi, is another defender schooled in...
Climbs up big! Pau Kubarsi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. White is always looking to play quality balls. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Neymar. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And he's quick to snatch it back. Zakaria. Neymar. Oh, and he's through the middle. Shot a goal! Goal! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. He's got away. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Pau Kubarsi cuts out the pass. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Darren Fletcher. It's a great ball. Chance!
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
White. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Nicely aimed pass. White.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, played right into his path. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they've got rid. And here comes the corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And the header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Messi. Looking for the runner. Martinez. Nice interception, well timed.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And a header! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Header! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Van Dijk. And that has put paid to that. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And that's been drilled in and claimed it back swiftly. He rises! They just took too long getting forward.
Martinez simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Rudiger. Forwards and with intent. And that's been won straight back. Martinez. Mbappe.
Flamengo have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Martinez claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Haaland! Haaland! Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Great ball, and he's in here. Vieira. Haaland. Aimed beyond the defence. Hakimi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Haaland. Beckham. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Kostic. He's tried one! No, not quite.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Hakimi has a look and plays it forward. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Nedved. Vieira. Haaland. Haaland! It's loose and there's a race. Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Nedved. Chance with a header! And he's done it! The breakthrough strike! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And that's definitely not his best. And he was quick to react. Oh, good-looking ball. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Vieira. That's good play. White. There's the delivery. It's a mighty effort!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No, again, there's no way through.
Added time.
And it's Nedved. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Beckham. Kane. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't...
Tries a shot! Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He'll try from distance. And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Now it's Thuram. Thuram! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Thuram has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Messi. Zakaria.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead.
Can he put it away? No, he's missed it.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Shot a goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Zakaria. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He gets big!
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And Martinez! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Fires from distance. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now, what about a counter-attack? Plays a sharp little ball here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Swung over. Heads it! It's there! And what a climax we have here!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
This is threatening to become a really good game. He could be in here.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
That is good. Kane! That was superb goalkeeping.
Kane actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
All hands on deck for this one.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Lautaro Martinez. Number 9, Nedved. Number 13, Erling Haaland. Number 10, Zakaria. Number 11, Ibrahima Konate.
White getting this one clear.
Number 19, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
Number 4, Wen Hee-chan.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Hello, everybody.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then?